In 2025, the name SS-N-9 missile is once again drawing serious attention among defense analysts, military enthusiasts, and technology watchers around the world. This system represents a continuation of Russia's long-standing philosophy of combining speed, precision, and survivability into a single strike platform. As we move deeper into 2025, new developments, refinements, and operational concepts surrounding the SS-N-9 missile are reshaping how it is viewed in modern warfare, especially in the context of naval and coastal strike capabilities. The SS-N-9 missile has always been associated with anti-ship and strategic deterrence roles. Originally conceived to challenge heavily defended naval groups, its core idea was simple but ambitious: overwhelm enemy defenses through speed, low-altitude flight, and destructive power. In 2025, this philosophy has not been abandoned, but it has been significantly modernized. The missile is no longer just a blunt instrument designed to punch through defenses. It has evolved into a smart, networked weapon system capable of operating in complex, contested environments. One of the most talked about aspects of the 2025 update is the guidance and targeting architecture. Earlier generations of missiles relied heavily on pre-programmed targeting data and relatively simple radar seekers. In contrast, the updated SS-N-9 is believed to feature a multi-mode guidance system. This includes an advanced active radar seeker, passive sensors for detecting electronic emissions, and improved inertial navigation supported by satellite correction. Together, these elements allow the missile to adapt mid-flight, update its target picture, and even reassign targets if the original objective is destroyed or no longer viable. Electronic warfare resistance is another area where the 2025 SS-N-9 stands out. Modern naval battlefields are saturated with jamming systems, decoys, and cyber-electromagnetic countermeasures. To survive in such an environment, the missile's onboard electronics have reportedly been hardened against interference. Adaptive frequency hopping, smarter signal processing, and eye-assisted target discrimination help the missile distinguish real ships from decoys, even under intense electronic attack. This significantly increases the probability of a successful hit in real combat conditions. Speed remains one of the defining features of the SS-N-9 missile family. While exact figures are rarely confirmed, the 2025 variant is widely believed to maintain high supersonic performance throughout most of its flight profile. This reduces enemy reaction time and places enormous stress on shipborne air defense systems. In the terminal phase, the missile reportedly executes evasive maneuvers, making interception even more difficult. These maneuvers are not random, they are calculated in real time based on threat detection, allowing the missile to choose the most effective path to the target. Another key update in 2025 involves flight profile flexibility. Traditional anti-ship missiles often followed predictable patterns: high-altitude cruise followed by a low-altitude sea-skimming terminal run, or a consistently low-altitude approach. The updated SS-N-9 is believed to be capable of switching between multiple profiles during a single mission. This unpredictability complicates enemy defense planning and reduces the effectiveness of preset interception solutions. In practical terms, it means that defending ships cannot rely on a single defensive tactic and must be prepared for multiple threat vectors simultaneously. The warhead design has also reportedly received attention in the 2025 update. While raw explosive power is still important, modern missile design increasingly emphasizes efficiency and effect. The SS-N-9 warhead is believed to be optimized for maximum structural damage to large naval vessels. By focusing on critical systems such as command centers, propulsion, and weapons storage, a single hit can potentially disable or mission kill a ship rather than merely damaging it. This aligns with modern naval doctrine, where disabling a vessel is often just as effective as sinking it. Launch platforms are another area where the 2025 F-N-tilde shows increased versatility. Historically associated with specific naval platforms, the missile is now thought to be compatible with a wider range of launch systems. These may include surface ships, coastal defense batteries, and potentially submarines. This flexibility enhances strategic ambiguity and complicates enemy intelligence efforts. An adversary can no longer be certain where a launch might originate, increasing the deterrent value of the system. Integration with modern command and control networks is a major theme in the 2025 update. The F-N-tilde missile is not intended to operate in isolation. Instead, it is part of a broader kill chain that includes satellites, maritime patrol aircraft, unmanned aerial systems, and surface-based sensors. Real-time data sharing allows the missile to receive updated targeting information even after launch. This network-centric approach dramatically improves accuracy and effectiveness, especially against moving targets at sea. The role of artificial intelligence and advanced software should not be underestimated. In 2025, missile systems are as much about code as they are about hardware. The F-N-NS onboard processors are believed to use machine learning algorithms to improve target recognition and decision-making. Over time, these systems can be updated with new data, allowing the missile to adapt to evolving enemy tactics without requiring major hardware changes. This software-driven evolution is a hallmark of modern weapons development. From a strategic perspective, the 2025 F-N-tilde missile reinforces the importance of area denial strategies. By threatening high-value naval assets at long range, it forces adversaries to operate further from contested coastlines. This has implications not only for combat operations but also for power projection and political signaling. The mere presence of such a missile system can influence naval deployments, exercises, and strategic planning long before any shots are fired. Another interesting development in 2025 is the emphasis on reliability and maintainability. Modern military systems must be ready at all times, and downtime can be just as damaging as enemy action. Reports suggest that the updated F-N-tilde incorporates improved diagnostics and modular components, making maintenance faster and more efficient. This ensures higher readiness rates and reduces the logistical burden on operators, which is especially important during prolonged periods of tension. Training and simulation have also evolved alongside the missile itself. Advanced simulators allow crews to practice launch procedures, targeting decisions, and coordination with other assets without firing live missiles. These simulations are increasingly realistic, incorporating real-world data and scenarios. As a result, operators can gain experience and refine tactics in a controlled environment, improving overall effectiveness when it truly matters. International interest in missile technology has never been higher, and the 2025 F-N-tilde inevitably draws comparisons with similar systems developed by other nations. While each country emphasizes different design philosophies, the general trend is clear: speed, intelligence, and survivability are becoming more important than sheer size or explosive power. In this context, the F-N-NS evolution reflects broader shifts in military technology and doctrine. It is also worth noting the psychological impact of such weapons. High-speed, hard-to-intercept missiles place enormous pressure on defending forces. Crews must make split-second decisions, often under conditions of uncertainty and stress. This psychological dimension is an often overlooked aspect of modern warfare, but it plays a crucial role in shaping outcomes. The 2025 F-N-tilde, by pushing the limits of reaction time and defense capability, amplifies this effect. Environmental considerations, while not always discussed openly, are becoming more relevant. In 2025, modern missile programs increasingly take into account factors such as storage safety, fuel stability, and long-term environmental impact. Improvements in propellant chemistry and handling procedures can reduce risks during peacetime operations, making the system safer for those who operate and maintain it. As technology continues to advance, the future potential of the SS-N-9 missile becomes an intriguing topic. The 2025 update may not represent the final form of the system, but rather a stepping stone toward even more advanced capabilities. Hypersonic technologies, improved stealth characteristics, and deeper integration with autonomous platforms are all possibilities that analysts continue to discuss. Each incremental improvement builds on the foundation established by systems like SS-N-9. In summary, the 2025 update of the SS-N-9 missile represents a significant evolution rather than a simple upgrade. It combines high-speed, advanced guidance, electronic warfare resistance, and networked operation into a single, cohesive system. This reflects the realities of modern warfare, where success depends on information dominance, adaptability, and the ability to operate effectively in contested environments. For military observers and enthusiasts alike, the SS-N-9 missile in 2025 serves as a powerful example of how legacy concepts can be transformed through modern technology. It is not just a weapon, but a reflection of changing strategic priorities and technological possibilities. As global security dynamics continue to evolve, systems like SS-N-9 will remain central to discussions about naval power, deterrence, and the future of missile warfare.